Hey students, this is Mr. Pickett here with this week's book lesson for concert band. Today or tonight or whatever time of day it is for you, we're going to go over page 25 in book 2, which we have up here on the screen here. We're going to be zeroing in on the various exercises here, and I'm going to walk you through each of these exercises here, and I'm going to allow you to play along with me. Since we can't do it together in a class, we're going to play them together, right? We'll play them on my trumpet, and we'll probably go the first time finger silently as I play it, and then the second time play along with me. Given the fact that you're all going to be sight reading, we're going to be probably going slower than the stated tempo. But once you watch this video, and then you can practice on your own, in due time you can get it up to the proper tempo. Alright, so I'm going to move the camera here and put it on the top exercise on the page, and we'll get started. Okay, if you can see, we are looking at the first exercise on this page, page 25. The first exercise is 121 scale study. Now, before we go any further, I must tell you that the music you're looking at is out of the trumpet book. Okay, this is not likely your instrument. Whether it is or not, it's just not that terribly important right now, but I've got the teacher's edition next to me here. So anyway, you can see the first 4 measures of this are half notes. It's going up the concert F scale, concert F on your pink warm-up sheet. And then the second 4 measures are on the bottom line, where it is a preponderance of triplets. And then the last measure is straight eighth notes, okay? So the first line you should be able to count correctly half notes. That's pretty easy. Now when you get to the second line, of course, when we last went over this in class, we learned the concept of triplets, which of course is 3 notes distributed over 1 beat. So the rhythm will go like this. In the second line it'll go do, doot dat deet do, do, rest, doot dat deet do, do, doot dat deet do, doot dat deet do, doot date do. You see this check rhythm thing here, you got straight eighth notes. Another way of saying it would be 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4, rest, 2 triplet, 3, 4, 1 triplet, 2, 3 triplet, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. Now, I want to just throw out a word of caution to you brass players, trumpet, trombone, baritone, and tuba. You're going to be taken up to the very high concert F, which for trumpets is a G, for trombone, baritone, and tuba it's an F. Now, please, when you go after these high notes, don't blow your brains out, okay? Use your stomach, the bottom of your stomach, your belly button, your diaphragm. Push the air through the horn. Blow from the bottom of your stomach, and don't blow from your throat, okay? And if you can't physically play the note, just play the next note down on the partial series and at least finger the note right, okay? Now, the tempo will be about 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I will play it first, and I'd like you to please finger silently, and then after that we'll all play it together. Alright? Listen to me play it, finger silently, horns up, ready, get ready to breathe. 1, 2, listen, in. Now once again, don't forget that 1 beat rest there in the second line. Okay, let's try it together please, shall we? Here we go. Ready? Horns up. I'll give you 4 beats and then just play along with me. Again, we'll go a little slower than the tempo that the book might want you to go. We'll go about do, do. Now don't go too fast in these half notes because what comes later might be a little difficult to play if you start too fast. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, ready, and play. And that's it, number 121 scale study. All right. So now, when you practice it, again, please, especially brass students, don't blow your brains out on the high notes. Just let your stomach do the work, and eventually, over time, you'll get those notes. And even if it's not 7th grade, by the time you're 8th grade, those notes should come easier to you. Okay. Now, I'm going to move the camera down one so that we can see the next exercise, and we'll be back after this brief pause. Okay, the next exercise is number 122, a familiar folk song called Over the River and Through the Woods. Many of you might know this song. Okay, this is not an unfamiliar song, but again, we're going to have an issue here with high notes. And the rhythm here, as you can see, is 6/8 time. 6/8, again, the top number 6 beats per measure, each 8th note. The bottom number 8th note, 8th note gets 1 beat. Now this is allegretto, so we're going to be in fast 6/8. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're going to be in 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But even that's going to make that a little fast. So when we sight read it, we'll probably be a little less than that. Now again, I want to call your attention, brass players, to these high G's here. Again, for the trombone, baritone, and tuba, they're high F's. Don't blow your brains out, okay? You've got a crescendo here in the second measure to a forte. You start mezzo forte, crescendo to a forte. First ending, decrescendo. And then you come here, that's the end of the first ending, and of course go back to the beginning. Then when you get here, of course, come down to the second ending. Let's try it. Students, please finger silently, and I'll play it for you. All right. I'll go about doot dat deet doot dat deet do deet do deet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1. Okay, here we go. Finger silently. Listen. And. Now again, some of you might find that a little tough sight read. So again, when I play it along with you now, we're going to do it a second time and you're going to do it with me, but I'll go slower. Okay? So we'll go maybe about da 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 da. Okay? So let's go about that tempo. Alright, here we go. Horns up. This time playing along with me. Here we go. We're going to go slower now. So listen up. Here we go. Ready? Along with me. Get your ear ready. 1 and 2 and ready and. Now again, if that was too fast for you, you can, when you stop watching this video, you can just go to your practice area and just slow it down however slow you want to go. You know, of course, that's okay. All right, we're going to take another little break, And we're going to get on to the next exercise in just a few. Alright, we're on to the next exercise. Again, as we usually do, skip the rhythm rep and go to number 124, on the move. Now, this one's just a one-line exercise. The range is not a problem here. What they're doing here is they're introducing this rhythm right here on the last measure, dot a quarter, 2/16. But of course they introduced the previous measure where they tie the quarter note to the eighth note. And again, I just would rather just go ahead and do this, as that looks more confusing. Students over the years find this to be more clear than this. But all the last two bars are is do, data, do, date, do, data, do. Okay? Alright, again, figure silently, and I'll play it for you, and then second time you'll play along with me. This is a little bit easier range-wise, a little bit easier key signature-wise too. You just got one flat, the key signature. Here we go. With me, or actually, let me play it for you. You finger silently. Here we go. Listen. Yeah. Okay. Again, that's not too hard. Again, the rhythm they're trying to teach you here is do, data, do. Alright, here we go. Play it with me. 124. 2. Ready, and now. Okay. That's not too terribly hard. Okay, if you have a hard time with that rhythm, you can get it at home. Again, it's do, data, do. Okay, 1 and a 3. All right. Okay, and we'll take another brief break here, and we will go on to the next exercise. Okay, the next exercise is number 125, called Higher Ground. Tempo is moderato, so the tempo is not too terribly hard, but this exercise is what I would call kind of busy. A lot of stuff going on here. You've got 8ths and 16ths, and you got dotted 8ths and 16ths, and then you got a triplet in the last measure. But you've got articulations all over the place. In the first measure alone, you've got a slur, 2 tenuto notes, and 2 staccato notes. Same with the second measure. A slur, 2 tenuto notes, the quarter notes, 2 staccato notes, the eighth notes. Okay, so a lot to think about here. In this measure, again, you get dotted 8/16, 2 staccato eighth notes, and a tenuto quarter note, and then a tenuto quarter note here. Now the second line is a little bit more straightforward. You got more preponderance of staccato. Then you've got 2 tenuto quarter notes here, a tenuto quarter note here. Dynamic-wise, it's mostly mezzo forte, but in the tail end, you have a crescendo to forte. Alright? Now, your biggest challenge on this one will be to get all those articulations. We're back to concert F now. As you can see, the 1 sharp for the trumpets, but it'll be, of course, different for you other instruments. This is concert F. The previous one on the move was concert E flat. So we'll go about do to day to do, day do, day to do, day do, then do to do day do, day to do. There's the pattern you learned in the previous exercise. And then the second line, do day do day do, day to do day do day do, day to do day do day do, then crescendo do dot dee do. Again, they throw a triplet at you there. Alright, fingers silently. Horns up and get the fingers going. Here we go, and I'll play it for you. Ready, and. that's that. So now it's your turn to play. Try, if you can, to get the articulations. On the sight read here, I settle for just notes and rhythm. Okay? But when you take a week and do this, by the end of the week I'd like everything. The articulations, the crescendo, and whatnot. Okay? Alright, again, we'll try not to go too fast here. Here we go. Ready? Horns up. Play along with me. 1, 2. Ready, and go. And that's number 125, Higher Ground. We've got one more to go here. And we will take a break so we can let you see it on the camera here, and we'll get after it in just a few minutes. Okay, for our final exercise here, we've got a little bit of a long one. It's a 3-line exercise with a rehearsal number 9 here halfway through. This is called 126 Essential Elements Quiz. However, if I play it for you, it's likely you'll recognize this folk tune. The name of it is called Polly Wolly Doodle. Okay? So once you hear me play it, or sing it a little bit here, you'll recognize it's Polly Wolly Doodle. Now, you've got, again, a lot of the dotted quarter 16th notes that was taught in 124 on the move here. It's allegretto, mezzo forte, you've got a little bit of piano here, 3-4 measures of piano, and then mezzo forte the rest of the way. Now, day do, day do, day da do, day do, day da do, da day da do, da day do. That's the Polly Wolly Doodle. Day do, day da do, day do, day da do, day do, day da do, da day da do, da day do. Then soft, day da do, day da do, day da do, day do. Day do, back to mezzo forte, day da do, da day da do, day do, da day da do, day da do, da day da do, da day do. Okay? Finger silently. Here we go. I'll play it for you. 1, 2, ready, and... And again, you might possibly know that song. Okay, let's play it together. Again, not quite as fast as what I just did. It's allegretto, but we'll go a little slower, just so you can keep up with me. Here we go. Ready? Horns up. Play along with me. 1, 2, ready, and... And that's it. That's the last exercise on page 25. I'll be back with a little wrap-up and just a little bit more of an assignment for you kids. Give me just a second and we'll bring this lesson to a close. Alright, well, we made it through page 25, and I hope you kids have a good week in learning this page. As for other things to do, of course, don't forget to practice your scales. If you have an occasion to, maybe you might want to, say, run through 1 or 2 of the warm-up chorales. But with graduation coming up, again, assuming there is a graduation, we have put 2 graduation songs in your Google Classroom, as you perhaps already know by now. They are Pomp and Circumstance and La Réjouissance. So if you would please go to Google Classroom, or go back to Google Classroom I should say, and download your part for it. And again, please, if you're a first and second part player, make sure that you download your correct part. If you have any questions, your parents can contact me via Parent Square, and I'll make sure you understand which part you're playing. Also, if we are not in school during the time when we're supposed to have the 7th grade auditions, make sure you 7th graders are still working on your 7th grade audition piece to get into symphonic band for next year. Again, even if we were in school, I can't give you one-on-one help on that exercise, but I would like to encourage you to please be working on that as well. If you find that you would like to practice more music other than just the book, such pieces you could rehearse might be like Fight Varsity. You could do that. You could also go into your folders. In fact, if you have a song that you got at Spaghetti Dinner but you didn't get to play, the song The Locomotion, if you'd like to look at that, we might possibly do that for Knott's Berry Farm if we are allowed to go. That would be another thing that you could look at. But please, at the very least, make sure you go through the book page we went over tonight, page 25. It will be very beneficial to you. Okay? Alright, so that'll be this week's assignment. I'll be back next week with another YouTube video for the next page in your book, page 26. We're almost to the end of the book. Page 30 is the final page, so we're getting there. Again, I'm sorry we can't meet together at school. I do miss you kids, and it's too bad that we don't get to see each other every day, but this is the next best thing. If you watch these videos and let these videos help you, then this will have, served a noble purpose. Alright, everybody, have a good time at home. Stay safe, stay healthy, and please practice your instrument as much as you can. This is Mr. Pickett. Bye, everybody.